All right, hey, welcome back to the 2022 3WALLBALL Outdoor Championships. My name is Todd Boss. I'm here with the fabulous Floridian, the master of power, Mr. Marcos Gravier.
Hey, Todd.
We're going to be joined here in 1 second. There he is. The man, the myth, the Las Vegas legend, Brian Pineda.
Nice.
We're gonna do we're doing three. I was so jealous of you guys doing the last two by yourself. I thought I'd get in here and get in on some of this broadcast action.
Hey, you're the boss. How'd I do?
Did you write that?
I did.
It's not
all by myself.
It's the first time you heard that, right, Todd?
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Well, we got an interesting matchup going here. This is another quarterfinal match. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is going to be relatively some knowns and some unknowns, but nonetheless, they're here in a quarterfinal match. We have Sudsy Monchik, the known five-time #1 champion on the IRT Tour, teaming up with Patrick Allin, who is no stranger to winning one-day tournaments in Southern California. He's also actually won, I believe, the CPRT events and 3-day events as well, so he's an established outdoor player, sharpshooter, against some relatively new to the outdoor game, but we know them from the IRT Tour, from the junior days as well. Adam Manilla here on the right, and Nick Riffel on the left. And here we go.
How's down?
I thought he got that.
I didn't think you got that.
I thought he got that. Yeah, that's a good call.
Reef? Yep.
There's not a better, guys. There's not a better referee to have when it comes to this, because no matter if he's right or wrong, he always get a sorry.
Yeah.
That's true. We should say our referee here is Hall of Famer Robert Iceman Sostra, an unfortunate loser in the last quarter. The losers ref here. And our two line judges, it looks like we got Jason Geis and
Jared, I believe.
Jared Campos.
And Jared on the other side.
If I can throw this in, Jared Campos is part of Mike Coulter's crew. All the wiring that you see, all the speakers set up, everything out here to make it so when the broadcast does come in, they can hook up. This is what he does. He comes out here on his own free time to help Mike Coulter.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a great serve by Adam. Nice high, a little uncomfortable for Sudsy.
Oh, nice adjustment.
Casual between the legs.
That's an avoidable?
Yep.
Got to be avoidable. I like the immediate explanation from Robert. No BS.
He's such a gentleman. You would never know this guy is single-handedly one of the biggest title holders out here in the game of racquetball. Mm-hmm. And then we'll leave out handball and paddleball for now.
Yeah.
Just talk racquetball.
Yeah, we talk about him being a racquetball Hall of Famer, and meanwhile he's also a paddleball Hall of Famer in New York. One of the greatest to ever play. Him and Freddie won 15 straight New York state championships in one wall. And they're both Hall of Famers now.
Definitely miss Fred Ramirez out here. Great shot there from the man who leads the way with his sister Erica Manilla and business partner David Horm at Manilla Athletics. Give them a little plug there for all your racquetball and physical needs. Please check them out, maniathletics.com.
Did you guys give predictions on this on the last broadcast?
We did. We did. I remember them very clearly, too.
Yeah, I need to get this on record for this broadcast.
So I have to automatically, since I already lost to Patrick and Sudsy, I have to go for, Team Manilla here in Manilla Riffel.
No. Let's get it right. It's Team Peaches.
Yeah, I'm not going to be saying that. But, I have to root for the guys that beat me, right? So
That's right.
Automatic, I'm going to go for Nick and Adam. They played well the last round. I watched them out here earlier today. So it'll be a fun match for sure. See, look.
Oh.
Nick is like the underrated MVP here. Like, he could turn it on in every which way. What a great shot. So many behind the backs today, right? Like, everybody's just.
That was almost as,
it's the flavor saver.
It was almost as good of a shot as that mustache he's been sporting.
Great shot by Pat. Good get out the door. Adam with a smart outdoor. Chest high, maybe a little higher. Pat way off the court.
Almost as good of a mustache as Sudsy's frosted tips job.
Oof, we're bringing those back, huh?
Too soon?
Too soon, bro. Let's leave it in the past.
Pat being a little aggressive there, went for the side front on the return to serve.
So my take is I think that Allen's going to take over here as the competent, most experienced outdoor player. He's a real good tactician, and You know, Sudsy, that lets Sudsy sit over here on the right-hand side and kind of try to hit bombs with his dominant forehand.
So we're going to update the scoreboard here for you guys that are watching at home. We want to thank you for tuning into the IRT. A lot of great matches we've had all weekend long, and if you're not watching us, we hope you're watching the LPRT too. We've got all the feeds going on right now for you. There's so many divisions, professional and amateur.
5 serving 2 here now.
Yeah, they've jumped out to a quick lead here.
Oh my
nice
gosh.
hand.
Casual.
Yeah, Sudsy's just disgusted with that. I mean, that's not the wrong shot.
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Yeah.
Can't be mad at it.
You know, but if they're going to keep pulling off behind the back and, oops, excuse me, pinch rollouts, this is going to be a short match.
Oh,
Same guy.
same guy.
Same guy.
Was that easier though?
You know, but a nice pressing shot from Patrick, you know, to force that error.
It's a great serve by Sudsy. That's great let by Nick. Look at that. Let Adam take that forehand off the left wall. It's amazing. Good shot by Adam. Pat was way in the back. 2-6.
Smart shot.
Get over there. Oh, nice hands.
Great
nice
shot
play.
by
Good.
Sudsy. Calling Pat
Nice
off.
play.
Look at that.
You know, one thing I've always admired about Sudsy since being first introduced to him or seeing him play, I don't know that I've ever met a more agile player. I think that's one of the gifts that he brings that a lot of players are good at, but that's what makes one of the things that makes him great.
Good shot by Adam.
Yeah. Sudsy knew he was out of position there.
Too far back.
Yep.
You know, I think Sudsy played here a couple years ago with Landa. So his short wall experience, other than that, I don't think I've seen him outdoors. You know, probably needs to play a step or two more up. 6 serving 3 now.
And it's normal for seasoned professionals from the indoor game to play a little further back. Not many players are going to walk on the court and be as comfortable as, say, a Solis or McDonald that typically do play forward.
Boy, did you take note of like how close McDonald was playing?
McDonald is literally inside your jock strap.
Just amazing.
Yeah, I play Chris all the time back home, and it's like I kept saying, annoying.
Unbelievable.
The pressure he puts on you just by being there is just.
And you drive serve at him and flips his wrist and boom.
Great idea.
Great idea. Yep. Pat was going. Everybody's up front. Pat going for that high 2-wall pass.
You know, we talk a lot about players with power on the indoor game. You know, there's guys on the outdoor game that have that same kind of power. I was impressed with McDonald's power in that match.
For sure.
Just like I was impressed with, you know, always impressed with Micah's power.
But is Micah an indoor guy or an outdoor guy? Is he now an outdoor guy?
We claim him outdoor. You know what I mean? Like, he had his chance. He decided not to go professionally, even though he was ranked. He was playing part-time, and he was ranked 13th in the world, Todd. You know this better than anyone. Back in 2006.
So NorCal guy, you know, so he was playing out of the Stockton area at the same time that Jose Rojas was ranked 4th, and his brother was also in the top 10, and Micah routinely beats them. You know, this is the time where those two were top 10 players. That's how good he was.
That's awesome.
Give a little shout out to the 209.
Absolutely. We definitely, you know, Marky now a teacher. I mean, there's some updates. Jose Diaz doing really well. I believe he's doing sales. And Rojas with his fitness program he's got going on there. He trains a lot of people. And obviously John still doing his thing out there in Stockton. And what an amazing thing that was there for a while. You know what I mean? And it still is.
You know, I started watching racquetball back when, you know, Rojas was coming up, and Jose Rojas, and I was such a fan. You know, I was a newbie to racquetball, period, and I enjoyed it so much. And, you know, Husak and Ben Croft when he was, you know, full-time on the tour. It was so much fun just to watch. Manilla was still playing. Oh, so awesome.
Yeah.
They had a lot of good players out there for those guys to train with, and John made it a point for them to train. So you have legends like that, maybe only California State legend, but you probably knew him nationally too. Like Jim Bronson was out there. There's a name I'm going to throw out there. You had people like Adam Karp, who was on the tour. You had John Ellis out there.
Braunfeld.
That's what I think I meant to say. I think I said Jim Bronson, but it's Jim Bromfield.
Wasn't Jim Bronson like a star, action star from the?
Jim Bronson was a good indoor player.
Michael Braunfeld.
There it is. Thank you, Michael Bromfield.
Yeah.
Once again, super amateur of me
Great
not to
shot.
know these names before I get on air, but can't take the shots you don't hit, right?
Painting the lines. Painting the lines.
3 serves 8 now.
Jerry Price was also out there. We'll throw out some names like that.
Sure. Vince Kelly. Oh, wow. Oh, almost got it.
And I wish I knew, but Micah, I remember when I first met Micah, too, he had coaches, 2 female coaches out there, Terry and Jody Nance, obviously, big-time involved with the juniors out there. So a wealth of knowledge.
Nice
Obviously,
shot.
Dave Ellis and now our current coach of the U.S. adult team, Jim Durham. So
Yep.
just the talent there was sick.
A lot of remember back in the mid-'90s when, half the pro tour seemingly was from California?
Yeah.
And all these guys are playing like local Southern California open tournaments at the same time that they're touring.
Yep.
And these are, so you get these incredibly deep, rich open draws on just a run-of-the-mill tournament.
So it's 8-4 is what Robert Sostre just called for the score.
Great shot by Adam. Great serve. He's pushing Sudsy off the court. Maybe Sudsy being a little too aggressive, trying to go for that reverse pinch, which we all love. We all try and shoot. See what he's short ball. Can't do that, Adam.
I mean, I think Sudsy's approach, Sudsy's trying to out-hit. He's trying to overpower and out-hit. And Adam Manilla's a guy in his 20s who's on tour right now, and he's facing off against some of the biggest hitters on tour. He's not going to get out-hit.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. You can never change a leopard's spots, you know what I mean? So Sudsy has always been a flashy player. He's always had the need for having the crowd behind him. He wants to entertain. And so when this is happening where players are hitting some couple of good shots, he's being outplayed, like look at that. That's what he loves to do.
Oh!
I'm going to go ahead and put 2 hands together for that. That's phenomenal. I don't know what was more phenomenal, Patrick's little flipper back or the fact that we saw 5-time world champion Sudsy Monchik going level.
On concrete. I feel Sudsy's got to make an adjustment here. Maybe that corner's not working yet. Adam's coming in, maybe a pass to his backhand side.
Honestly, I'd like him just to work the line.
Yeah.
Just work your line straight in.
Something in the middle.
Build the confidence.
Yep.
And Patrick's keeping him steady.
That was a replay of the previous point, except instead of Patrick going for a power pinch overhead, he hit up front wall, side wall, took deep pasted, rolled it out, ungettable.
So when I first met Patrick back in 2004, I want to say, I started playing LA Fitness, and he used to play
skip ball.
Another gentleman back in the day, but once in a while would mix in, was former top 5 player Dave Johnson.
Sure.
Ooh. Wow.
So a lot of Patrick's cerebralness of the game comes from playing Dave Johnson.
That is a name from the past. That's another Southern California guy that you just wouldn't know.
He was injury prone, but by far no. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not only a national doubles champion, but I know he's an outdoor champion as well. I just got my schooling done from Steve Belmonte, who's watching the feed out there. He is for sure one of the index of the outdoor game. We appreciate that.
Steve Belmonte. I've chatted with him about some old school historical stuff. He's got a great context of history for outdoor nationals and the outdoor game.
He's just got a great story.
Yeah.
Like to do a 30 for 30 on him in his life and how racquetball was a part of it would be awesome. I would watch that. He used to open up for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Really?
Wow.
Did he also wear nothing but a sock on the stage?
Good ball.
One can only hope.
Ooh. Ooh.
Again, love this about the outdoor game.
Hecklers.
Free heckling of all parties at all times.
Right. As reffing at this level is not hard enough, then you got the hecklers, right?
I'll pull out a little line here. It's called Rule 62. Don't take yourself too seriously.
All right,
10 serve 6. Good serve. There you go. Sudsy changed the shot.
See, great shot.
Keep it simple.
Great shot. Forced the error out of Riffel. Can't beat that. Smart shot.
And this is what the best player in the games will do. The ones who are in it, you know what I mean? This is what the old school is still there to compete with against the new school. Is they know how to mix the level of the ball. It's not just about killing it.
That's a
Great shot by
excellently
Patrick.
smart shot.
You know, Nick's kind of giving him the read on that. He took a forehand on that, not a backhand, so it opened up the whole court for Pat.
Smart.
Yep.
Not smart.
He's going for too much.
You know what, though? He's going for too much, but that's actually, for me, that's the right shot. You know what I mean? We were talking about with McDonald, you have intent but no commitment, and I think there's just a lack of commitment based on prior results. He just hasn't been hitting it. There you go.
Serve is short.
I had to peel that quickly.
Notice even though he's on 1 foot hitting it, it's not the full-on trying to whap and, you know what I mean, flat roll it. He just he shot within himself.
He's trying to whap it. Is that what I?
That's a real word. Look at that.
There you go.
Once
Easy
again,
shot.
playing within himself. It's nothing overpowering.
Nick needs to adjust that.
Sudsy whapped the hell out of that shot.
It was a ripe plum. How about that?
Well, I know I'm not allowed to say.
No.
Same guy.
Same guy.
Once
Too
again, look
much.
at you see how he goes for too much there. Just
Yeah.
Well,
play
you know,
within, move the feet.
sometimes the brain tricks you into what your body used to be able to do.
It does that to me constantly. Like, I thought I could still play out here being 83 pounds overweight. I told myself I could, but my body today is telling me, it's like my mind's telling me no.
Brian, your body's writing checks. Your ego just can't cash.
Straight up.
That's a good serve. I like that serve.
Yeah.
Because, look, Pat went in to go try and hit that, and then kind of Sudsy took a backhand and went wide.
And I don't blame Sudsy. I blame Pat because
Didn't call him
Pat
off.
should be there before even Sudsy thinks to shoot that
See,
ball.
there you go.
Perfect
That's what
shot.
Pat should have done the first time. Yep.
That's a perfect shot. I wonder what it's like. So, you notice, obviously, Pat's. We got a timeout here. Well, I'll get back into that story in a second. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. This is 2022 outdoor 3-wall ball. All right, everybody, we're back.
If you're just joining us, you guys, this is the 2022 3WALLBALL World Championships presented by ProKenix.
That's tough.
And that's a great way to come back to the broadcast. That's filth. To the right corner from Patrick Allin, playing for Gearbox Racquetball. Oh, you
Such
can't
a-
be doing that, man.
Just had a great serve that got his partner a setup.
Cardinal sin. As we've established through all the broadcasts so far, worst thing you can do, miss a first serve in outdoor.
Smart. Oh, my God.
Feel Adam a little tight here. Maybe needs to take a few whaps, if you will.
I mean,
Thank you. You're welcome for that, you
You know,
guys. Okay?
I got to keep it going.
You didn't have that before I got here. If
No,
that's
I
my
did not.
biggest contribution to racquetball, you're welcome.
squeezing it.
Oh, he
he
picked
was
it up
there.
too.
Yeah, he was there.
12 serves, 10. It's a good serve.
Nice cut off. Ah,
Too much.
right idea. Well, the timeout was very effective. They stemmed the flow, got the serve back, and now they're rolling their way towards game one.
You know, if I were to take a temperature of this match, I wouldn't think it's as close as 13-10. It really has never felt out of the control of Manilla and Riffel. In fact, I felt like there's been so much more control. And maybe it's because the errors have just been so obvious from Patrick and Sudsy. Look at that.
14.
And I don't know, guys. I've never been a top 5, let alone a 5-time world champion. It just doesn't seem like this is the Sudsy we know. Like, I guess it just goes to show you that even the best can go through these lulls.
Nice
Good shot.
Well, not for nothing. The dude's 48.
Right? The expectation level is here, and what's happening is below par for someone of his caliber.
Oh, short ball.
And he can't help himself right now. Like, there's nothing he's doing.
Well, I don't blame him. Yesterday he hit that serve to me a couple times, and he was nicking the last 2 inches of the wall. But with Adam being a forehand, I was taking backhands. I hit a few. I missed a few. I feel Adam would tee off on that much better than I would. So he's got to be careful with that serve as well. Adam being a lefty, that's a good serve by Pat. Oh, wow.
Smart return.
Smart.
Yeah, Sudsy and Patrick, they look like they're bereft of ideas right now. They may need to regroup for a second game.
What a get by Riffel. Oh,
Oh.
ball.
And
First
that's an appropriate way for this to end.
Sure.
The errors were coming largely off of Sudsy's racket. It's not a bad game at 15-10.
It could definitely change for game 2.
Absolutely. So I think, and I know Sudsy's the kind of player that can make the adjustments. So stay with us, folks. We'll be back. That was game number 1, 15-10 to Manilla and Riffel. We'll be back with more action here on the IRT.
In life, you want things you can count on, like a good dinner out with friends or a romantic weekend. Feeling the warmth on your face while exploring a new space. Finding the best dress and forgetting about all the rest. So when you're looking to get away, go somewhere you can count on. For your night out, day trip, or weekend getaway, visit the Tri-Valley, the place for sunshine.
And welcome back to the 2022 World Championships. This is the 3WALLBALL Championships, brought to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, where all the tours come together. We have the LPRT, the IRT, the CPRT. We also have the paddleball, the NPA, and also the WPH for the handball out here. And its newest member, Squash 57. Right now in front of you is a quarterfinal match of the men's professional division of racquetball. You have Adam Manilla from Manilla Athletics and Head Racquetball, partnering with Nick Riffel of Head Racquetball as well, taking on 5-time world number 1 Sudsy Monchik, and his partner, local favorite from California, Patrick Allin. I'm Brian Pineda, joined with my co-host here, Marcos Gravier. Marcos, we have game 2 here. It was an interesting first game, a lot of mistakes coming off the racket of Sudsy Monchik. However, they managed to get 10 points, game to 15. What are we looking for in game 2 here?
Less mistakes, right? Name of the game, keep the ball in play, don't skip. Get service number 1, don't skip number 2. Sudsy had a couple errors. Pat's playing pretty consistent. I think, Sudsy doesn't skip, and it's a different match. Adam got a little tight there, too, for a little bit. He just hit a great dink into the corner. 1 serving 2.
Too much.
Oh, yeah. Nick could have probably even called for a screen on that serve. But handled it fine, no problem. Jammed up Patrick. Ball came back over.
2 serving 1. This is game number 2. If you're just joining us, welcome. Adam Manilla serving. Adam
Great
Manilla
serve.
and Nick Riffel took game 1. Second server, Nicholas Riffel.
Oh,
We
ball
have a
broke.
broken ball, so we'll get a
Oh,
replay of
replay.
Adam Manilla serving. Fortunate break there.
So it was that the ball that actually came back over.
Right.
Conspiracy theories, right? Oh,
It would not be the first time in racquetball's history where that has literally happened. I knew players from back in the 70s, 80s that would literally carry razors in their pocket and break a ball.
ooh, no,
I'm
nobody
not
does
kidding
that.
you. They
I've
were
actually
savage.
seen somebody kick a ball and break it.
They-
I think I saw that at a tournament in Miami by somebody that I know. I think did that. Somebody here next to me. But
There's
we won't
not
talk
a
about
chance.
that. We won't talk about
There's not a chance. I'm as clean as a preacher's sheets.
that. It's a good serve, a better return. Jammed up Adam.
It's very interesting right now. What you see on your screen is a men's quarterfinal. On the other side, even the quarterfinal to the left, off camera, of paddleball featuring DLR and Alvaro Beltran taking on some familiar faces of the paddleball conglomerate. And then to the right off screen is the ladies' one wall. So 3 different versions of a ball and court. Tough.
How tough is that? Beautiful rally. Sudsy getting on the floor. Riffel is calm, cool, collected. Put the ball back in play, hit the right shot.
One serving 4. Patrick Allin from Southern California up to serve here. And that's not the ideal serve.
Idea is good. Adam being a backhanded player on the right side. Just the angle's hard to hit. Oh, dropped in. Great serve. I thought that was going long.
It's a great serve. So, Marcos, the winner of this is being weighted by Micah, Rich, and Jason Guy. So whoever wins this will find themselves in a semifinal debut with the perennial powerhouse of Micah, Rich, and Jason Guys. They are on court watching as anyone who's in the tournament still would be doing.
Sure.
On the other side, we have a semifinal already set up. It's going to feature Lalo Portillo and Rocky Carson taking on the other powerhouse on the other side of the draw, De La Rosa and Beltran.
Oh. See if Sudsy and Pat Allen could get some points here on the board. 1 serves 6. That's a better serve.
Good heat.
Ball.
Golly.
See, but I like what Sudsy did. Wide angle-ish, to Adam's backhand. Adam is on the defensive. Missed that shot. But that's what Sudsy's got to do, I feel. Just keep pounding that backhand like that to Adam. Oh, Pat.
And no one's really playing steady for the team right now. As much as we can sit here and be critical as any announcer is going to be for what's going on, Sudsy is a live by the sword, die by the sword kind of player.
Shooter,
so
true and true.
I can't really expect him to do anything else than what he knows. Great eye, so needed right now.
He wanted that one.
I mean, the back team, they need a little bit of help like that
For
right
sure.
now. You know what I mean? There's a lowerance of confidence, and simple mistakes like that are going to help them kind of level themselves up mentally.
It's a great serve.
So I think that shot needs to be cut off by Sudsy.
So you have to appreciate what Adam did in that rally, right? He set that up, push Sudsy way back, put it in the corner because Pat's off the court. Sudsy's behind him. That's short outdoor racquetball 101, right? Oh, Nick's got to let that go.
And he does. You're right. You're right. And that's so regardless of what happens here, I mean, if they're looking to move on, and every step you take, as you know, Marcos, you're familiar with this, every step you take in draw, it gets tougher.
For sure.
Tougher. And so when you get to a seasoned team like Rich and Geis, you can't afford to be miscuing on how you approach the setup of a rally.
It's a great shot by Nick. Nice and deep.
And what makes Nick great right now is that he's doing nothing special. He's playing totally within himself, but it's just a simple game of keep the ball in. Great serve.
Good serve, good get. See, Adam got that shot, but he also has to let that ball go too. That's Nick's forehand. That's a setup. Nick could put it in the right corner. Could go on a pass, But again, an experience maybe some more better communication between them. Just a little you, me.
Right.
That's all you need.
But I think with Patrick, it was just so it was one-dimensional. Just thinking about the serve, not I'm expecting to get this from my serve.
Yeah.
Seven serving one. The game still within reach here as it reaches halfway mark here for Riffel and Manilla. That's beautiful.
Yep. Second time now, Pat comes over and takes a forehand on that. Nick's gonna have to put some more pace on that.
And that's true outdoor play. Is an aggressive aggressive left side player and a consistent right side player. Hence why Booth and Peters were so dominant there for a while. I mean, they were both more control players, but they understood their roles.
Get that. Good get by Adam. 2 bounces?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes.
A little bit of a stale match right now. It's stuck at 7-1 for a little bit. It's a good serve.
See, that's a better line shot right there.
Oh, Sudsy.
It's once again, it's too much. So I mean, he's boxed Adam out, and
Doesn't even
it's
have
just
to be
a
that
simple
good, right?
down
Probably
the line.
3 foot high, even if you wanted the pinch. Pushes everybody out the door. Again, easier from up here.
Yep, always. I'm a genius back here.
Oh, I'm the best up here. I'm undefeated. Ooh, that was aggressive.
Once again, they're giving them an opportunity. Like, this is when you're letting your opponents breathe. And it's not so much of how this impacts you now, it's how it goes forward in the future. You're going to play a team where these things are extremely costly. Right now, at 7-1, it doesn't feel like it hurts.
Right. Nope, 2 bounces. Seems like Nick's a little unconfident in his serve.
We've definitely hit a lull in the match.
Unconfident?
And this is the more familiar time. This is what you'll find in Racquetball. This is why you have coaches like Fran or Jim Winchichin or the Mini Athletics or Zurich or Dovetail. What they'll tell you is that, you might play good 20% of the time, but the other 80% you're going to work.
Erica can't even help right now because she's playing on another court. So, somebody just to tell Adam and Nick, hey, do this, try this. At this level, obviously, you need all the help you can get.
Right.
Pat scores his second point.
Short serve there from Pat, but he's just dominating the right side corner.
Yeah.
So when I say short serve, I don't mean actually a legitimate
Right.
short serve. He's just hitting it in a territory you don't want that ball to land on the first bounce.
Got to be deeper.
Yeah.
Ideally, leg territory or foot territory, but that's hard.
Three serving 8.
That's a better serve. That's a much better serve.
Ah.
Pat probably should have gone a little higher. Jam Adam up a little bit.
Absolutely.
See what Adam comes up with now. Not liking that lob. Oh, man.
It'd be so interesting to me, and I think the viewers would agree, if Sudzi were to turn the ship around with his consistency of shot, because the effort is clearly there. The desire to want to win and compete the way he knows how is there. It's just the execution is where it's falling short.
Oh, good touch. Maybe Sudzi and Pat maybe switch sides for a second. I don't know. Try something new. You're down
Absolutely.
10-3. What do you got to lose? Good serve.
Good read, smarter shot.
Oh, good idea, though. Good cover.
It is. And it's a sign of a true champion. I mean, think about it. If you're playing this bad, how many of us have gotten into a match and there's just the opportunity to give up because you're not playing the way you want to, and here Sudzi's still playing like the champ he is.
Let's get ball again from Sudzi. Little contact, but, Rubbin's racing. Oh, great shot by Pat. Even took a wrong step, wrong way, and then came back over. It's a great backhand. 3-11. See if Sudzi goes for this crack off the side wall. Yeah, short ball. Three serves 12. It's a good serve.
Good eye.
Good eye.
It's 3-12.
4-12 now.
4-12.
Tough.
They're in desperate need of a side out, a
Feel-
touchdown, and a 2-point conversion here. To
Feel
tie
like
this up.
Pat and Sudzi are a little tight right now. No real answers. It's a great serve. I'm not mad at that shot by Pat. Just had to go a little bit wider. Oh, it's a good rally. It's a fun rally, right?
That is. I mean, the hustle's there. I love that. I love that Pat fully committed, and that motivated Sudzi to get that ball as well. I mean, the guy's moving better than anyone can expect at any age. It's incredible.
That's a great backhand.
We're seeing glimpses of Sudzi's agility here that's just reminiscent of a time that was golden for his career. And they're going to take a timeout here. They're going to try to regroup. And we're going to take a timeout as well. When we return, it'll be the remaining portion of game number 2 here on the IRT.
Is this you every day you show up to the club? Do you have no purpose to your training? Do you not get better at racquetball? Hey, you. What the hell are you doing? You want to learn how to train for rows? Alright, let's get after it.
3WALLBALL World Championships. I'm Brian Pineda, joined with Marcos Gravier. We've got you covered East Coast, West Coast, West Coast, Best Coast, East Coast, Beast Coast.
Ah, I like it. Some Tupac and Biggie beef back in the day.
He got level. I love it. Smart.
No casual back behind the back this time.
So great timeout. It worked out.
Yep. Well, Nick did score a point, though, before that. On a miss hit.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
4-14. It's a good serve. Tee off on that. There you go. There you go, Sudzi.
Smart.
Play the middle. A little higher. Would probably have been perfect, but whatever. It's a point.
Great
Good
serve. It's going to be good, too.
Oh, no look. Riffel again with the behind the back. I love it. Sudzi trying to be cute with the behind the no look.
Yep. I want to say hi to Veronica Sotomayor, Monchik out there, and obviously the Manillas. Two great families of racquetball. So they're watching their loved one play.
Oh, what? Skip off, Pat. That's a great get by Adam, right?
And here we go,
Fancy.
match point.
2 to get 1.
And there it is, folks,
the match.
in the bag. So that's going to wrap it up for us today, you guys. That was Nicholas Riffel and Adam Manilla moving on to their first ever semifinal here at the 3WALLBALL Championships. They now will move on to Micah Rich and Jason Geis. On the other side, it will be Lalo Portillo, Rocky Carson taking on the #1 seed of Daniel De La Rosa and Alvaro Beltran. Next up, though, we do have the quarterfinals of the mixed draw. It's going to feature Mario Mercado and Brenda Laime taking on Greg Solis and Janelle Tissinger-Letkins.
Nice.
That is going
fun.
The mixed draw, we'll keep it here for a couple minutes. The mixed draw has been ridiculous. I think it is as competitive as the men's draw is, as anything else is here, the handball, you name it. That mixed draw might be the most contended draw.
It's pretty stacked, too.
At 2022 3WALLBALL.
For sure.
Who's your pick?
Oh, man.
Let's just go with the next match. Who's your pick in a Mario Mercado,
I got to go with
Brenda
Janelle and
Laime?
Greg, right? I'm a fan.
Right.
So I don't know. I got to, but I'm a fan of Brenda's. Brenda's awesome. Her touch is out of control. And Mario's, as we saw earlier, a baller as well. I don't know, but I guess I'll pick Greg and final answer.
Well, we will find out, you guys. We want you to stay tuned. You're here on the IRT, and we want to thank you guys for joining us. We're going to take a short break in the action, you guys, but there is more to come. It is Freaky Friday here at 3WALLBALL 2022. Stay tuned, everybody.